What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Indescribeable. I am checking in with my bestie for the restie,
Lynee Monae, and you are on She Said It First, an Urban One podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network.
Bam! Friend, you did that way too smooth this week. I don't know what you've been doing.
I had a little je ne sais quoi to it.
It was a little something. It was a little something. It was kicking, friend. I appreciate that. So we want to get right into it because, as you know, we like to start the week. I know now I'm going around the head, y'all. We gotta
always
recenter ourselves. But, friend, what has irritated you this week?
Friend, I don't like paragraphs. I don't want nobody.
Lynee, don't start with me today.
Please. I don't like paragraphs. I don't like people commenting paragraphs. I don't like people writing paragraphs. I don't like people thinking that I'm going to read the paragraph. I don't like people like getting ahead of themselves and taking time out of their day when they could be doing so much other stuff to write paragraphs. I don't like how the paragraphs are consuming them. I don't like how the paragraphs have started consuming people. I don't like it. Don't comment no paragraph to me. I'm not reading it. And it's not because I can't read. It's because I don't care that much. So you win. If it's about who cares more, hats off to you. You got it. It's all yours.
You definitely won that round because I can assure you.
In first place. You in first place.
You are so stupid. Yes. Well, I mean, listen, I too loathe a good paragraph on social media. But I'm going to tell you like this. The thing that irritated me the most this week, I'm going to just have to say it. The cost of living is wearing me out. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Never lie.
If I could write a paragraph to get somebody to lower the price of gas, groceries, hair, nails, lashes, who is in charge of the bundles? It costs too much.
Inflation
I'd write a paragraph.
Over.
Yeah, it's giving y'all want us to starve and die in the streets.
Oh my God.
I feel like y'all want me to be homeless and hungry and poor and destitute, and I don't like it very much. That's my 2 cents on it. I don't want to get into paragraph territory here with my conversation.
Okay. It's okay to talk to me in paragraphs. It's a problem to write to me in paragraphs, especially when I don't know you. Especially when I don't know you.
That part, because don't them strangers be on the shade room and all on social media all day long?
And I mean lengthy. Like, why are you not writing a book? You have so many talents that you're just not tapping into. Like, I'm very confused.
I am not about to sit up and argue with a stranger.
No.
For hours. And folks be going to work, coming home, checking their notifications. Oh, she said something 6 hours ago.
Girl.
Go to hell. Just don't go.
Or just take your ass to bed. Because that's an option. That's a quicker option. Go to bed. Go feed them kids and that man.
You need
Lord
to rest.
have mercy.
That's it. Well, you know, it's to each his own. Some people will spend all day lollygagging in the comments, and other people will go on stupid game shows and get red balloons popped in their faces. So, girl,
what happened?
It's getting out of hand. Okay. One of the latest ones, this guy basically ripped into this woman for having multiple baby fathers. And, he basically called himself, a high value man and all these things. And he was basically giving her the third degree about, having multiple fathers for her kids and letting her know that she needs to take her, her standards and her expectations down a notch because she's a little lower on the totem pole than women without children or women with only one baby father. So listen to this clip if you can. And I wanted to roast him. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'm gonna reserve my comments. So we're gonna give this man and his fighting hairline a chance. We're gonna cue up the video here to see what these balloon poppers had to say.
Okay, social media?
Social media agent, yes.
Okay, how many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? Okay. I was just asking because for real men, that's what matters. Your first one is given. Your second one, the mistake is on you.
Oh, is it? Well, there's
that's definitely right.
under why I got
That's
pregnant,
definitely right.
That's nor here or there, and that's not what I'm here for.
Okay, definitely. You're a beautiful woman, though.
Thank you.
But I respect your answer.
Boy, shut up, because not the parent police.
I'm like, why is he talking to her like he's scolding her, though? I think I think he can make that point without. Yeah, like it's just
Shut
like
up.
I don't want to be with my dad. Like, yeah, that's
Right.
the issue. I will say this though, these are my confessions. I do ask guys this question, and I do judge them off of it. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I do have the same question for men. Like, why you got you don't get no pass from me? Like having multiple kids. Like, I don't want to be in third place. Like me and my baby in third place. It never gave third place. It never gave third place. We're not ending up there. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't like his tone, but I feel like he was trying to make her feel some type of way with his tone.
He was.
I can't like. I guess I'm caught between a rock and a hard place because I feel this way about men, and I do ask them these questions. And depending on if you say you got 2 baby mothers, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with no drama. It's just make it feel like you complicated. I don't know, like you out here. So I guess I'm being judgmental too. But I would never talk to someone in that type of like condescending tone and make them feel bad about their decisions, especially because she actually seems like a really sweet woman. Like I don't know her or anything like that, but I feel like you could tell she was irritated by it, but she still carried herself with class and with poise and was kind of like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I personally just don't agree with how he tried to carry her, though. That ain't it. That ain't the vibes.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with no man who look like a termite. You look like you eat wood for a living, so that's gonna be a no.
Not Winnie the Woodpecker. I'm dying.
No, because like you said, like full disclosure, if I see somebody with multiple baby mamas, I think you're irresponsible. I think that you will probably sleep with anybody, and I think it's going to be a hard sell to get me to date you. Now, have I dated somebody with multiple baby mamas before? Absolutely. Will I ever do it again? Absolutely not. Because if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, and look like a duck,
it's definitely a duck.
It's not a bullfrog, sis. And so when you get in situations like that, that's what I'm saying. When you see situations like this, you might have all your ducks in a row. It might be peaceful over there with your little harem of baby mamas. But I have found out the hard way that I'm not interested in competing with nobody for time, attention, money, respect. If every time this lady have an attitude about something I do on social media or something we do over here in the house, you start changing stuff to accommodate that, no, that's a no-go. So while I do understand,
accommodate so many people too.
All the people.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm already 8th place when I count all your kids, all your baby mamas, and if you lack boundary setting skills, your mama, your daddy, your friends, your home, all these other people are above me too. And so I dealt with that in a relationship, and I decided I will never again. And so sorry to the men who only have 1 child or who have 2 baby mamas and think that they can pull it off. You don't get a chance with me. It's the ship has sailed. I've decided that I'm done. I don't want to date nobody else with children because the kids are never the problem. Let me be honest with you.
Right.
People think the kids be the problem. The children are never. It's not that we don't want to nurture someone else's child. It's not that we don't want to treat somebody's child like their own. It's that y'all grown asses don't know how to communicate. You lying about still dealing with the other parent, and you don't establish healthy boundaries with the children and the other parent. So that be the problem. So to anybody that I've ever dated who has children, if you come across this page, little children, if you come across this page, this profile, this podcast, please know you were never the issue. It was your raggedy daddy.
It was. And
it was your raggedy daddy. That's what it was.
Boundaries. Yeah. So yeah, I think, that's how I feel as well. It's just like in those situations, it's like, I almost agree with him. I don't like the tone. I don't like how he went about it. I don't like how he tried to make her feel small. You know what I mean? The kids are here now. It is what it is. I think it's a way to say things, but
it wasn't even his place to say that. That was the irritation that you feel is that nobody asked you to do that.
Yeah, like you went out your way. Exactly. Like you went out your way.
You could have just said, "I don't want to date you because you have kids," and kept it moving. But you took a perfect opportunity to do anything else. To belittle this black lady or this racially ambiguous woman, whoever. I don't want to assume she's black. But you went out your way to say something negative to this lady and make her feel less than. Like we all haven't made poor decisions or mistakes.
What was that about?
I told you what it is. I told you what it is. He eats wood for a living. I told you what it was.
Yeah.
He's used to trying to sculpt things with his mouth. So he figuratively was trying to break her down into something else. I'm telling you, this nigga eat wood for a living. I'm telling you what the problem is.
And then how about the backhanded compliment of, but you look very attractive though.
Right. Because I was going to be that regardless if I had kids or not.
Regardless of any of it. I just don't get your motive. Like, you decided to throw that in as just like a last minute thought for real. Like, oh, but you cute though. Like, oh, please.
And you're not. I would have said, and you're not. And I'm so sorry that I came on this show. You and these red balloons can go to hell. Because I'm sorry. I'll be damned if I let somebody, if I stand in front of a firing squad and let y'all just get off rounds telling me how you don't want to date me. Boy, please.
It's so cringy.
Boy, please. I will never.
It's so cringy. Like, I just want us to find something else to do than like
anything.
Tear each other down. Because girls ain't no better. Because like, they'll be like, I just didn't like his pants was like a little bit too tighter than like I'm used to them wearing. I mean, like, what? Oh, she said his pants was like a little bit like tighter than I'm used to. Like, girl, I don't know. I just think they find the most shallow people. Because I would never get on the show like that. So something has to be wrong with those who are kind of showing up. And it's like, when y'all show up on this show, it's like, why are you going there to be criticized and, I don't know, bash? It kind of feel like it's a bashing, like,
they just want attention.
Tournament. Yeah.
I think these people just want to I think these people, I'm going to be honest, I feel like transparently they have aspirations of being either in TV or film. They just want attention some kind of way. They want to be on somebody's radar. Because I will never forget how Risa Tisa shared her story on TikTok about this crazy man, who the F did I marry? And now she's getting all these deals and sponsorships and people are flying her all over the country because she was vulnerable enough to share her story. So while I think it's stupid and it's idiocy to be on the internet letting people roast you for free, you know what I'm saying? Girl. Like, I think it's crazy. But if they end up on the next Love is Blind or Big Brother or some other reality TV show, whatever the case may be, I think that they have aspirations of being in the spotlight. And this is the quickest, easiest way that they can think to do it.
Like the Ninja Turtle one. Did you see the one that looked like Franklin? Did you see him?
Hey, it's Franklin. Coming to your house. Yes, girl. He look, if you pop the shell off, that's exactly what the turtle looks like. If you
pop the shell off, it's crazy.
if you just get in there and pop that shell off, that's exactly how he looked. I'm telling you, it's always these. We talked about Aries Spears last week. It's always these dudes, bro, that be looking like they snuck on planet Earth out of primordial ooze.
And I mean creep. Who's that creeping in my window? Like, it's always like creeping through the night. Like, why do you look like you snuck here, sir? It's very scary. It's very scary. And
I always want to tell us what we need to do. And I'm just like, boy.
He was aggressive. He was worse than him. He was so mean to every single person that popped their balloon. I had never seen someone not be able to just take constructive criticism, because I feel like the girls really was taking it easy on him. Like, they was just saying like small things. It was nothing crazy until he started getting belligerent, child.
They always do.
Fry him up like real bad. But I was just like, ugh, his energy is so negative. Like,
baby, that pride, he couldn't handle. And that's the thing, like, you're going on a show where people are going to publicly criticize you. If your pride can't take it, why are you there? Because being on a show where people are about to publicly rip you to shreds and you know you be skipping leg day is wild to me. Being built like a bomb pop is wild to me. What are you, a fun time? Get your get away from me.
Yes. Yeah, he was so trash.
Girl,
I'm over the balloon game. Now
it's entertaining.
I'm not watching it, but
I'll be laughing when I be
because
watching it.
Why we only ones on a balloon game?
You know what? Because Becky, Samantha, and Kristen got other things to do with their time. They're somewhere in college, right? Trying to find a husband, which is what they teach their kids to do. Go to college, declare a major, but don't worry about graduating. Get married and start having babies. So, while we on the internet arguing about somebody pants and socks are too little, they are beating us in the wealth game.
No, seriously. Like, wow, is this a fair race? Because, like, wow, I think I was at a disadvantage here. I think I was at a bit of a disadvantage.
rigged. It started out rigged. And next thing I know, we was popping balloons on Instagram. So,
oh, Jesus.
Girl, birthday parties is not going to be the same again. Because the way your gender reveal, the way if I don't get the right gender, pop, I'm coming right out the back.
Yeah, like immediately.
I'm ruining it for everybody. Well, I mean, while that's fun and entertaining and engaging, like I said, I like to, laugh at it or whatever. Some stuff has come up, and it's not that funny. It's just straight up not that funny. Unfortunately, our friend Sean, Puffy, Love, Diddy, Puff Daddy, Diddy do, girl. Dumb, Scooby Doo.
Did he do it or did he die?
Yeah.
Did he do it or did he die? What happened?
He's back. He's back, honey. So in 1997, former editor-in-chief of Vibe magazine accused Diddy of threatening to kill her, put her in the trunk of a car. He also told her that she was being followed and that his team may have stole the Vibe's server. So she said she can't confirm that, but this is what they were saying. So Danielle Smith was able to get him to do the cover. They had a policy to not show it to anybody before they release it. Diddy said he wanted to see it before released. He threatened to kill her, put her in the trunk. The servers at the Vibe did go missing. She refused to give him, what he was asking for. But that's when the servers came up missing. So we know that he's being federally investigated right now. Mm-hmm. Questions that we have concerning this man and why he's still on the loose. Because at this point,
girl, Diddy did it. Diddy did it.
At this point, it's like lock him up.
Whatever she said,
lock
he did it. I don't even. Whatever she said, he did it. Yeah. Diddy did it. I'm sure of it.
That's a wild threat though, to tell the editor-in-chief of a major publication, I'm going to murder you and put your body in the trunk of a car. Like, this man really thought he was untouchable.
Because he was. Jerrilyn, think about it. He was. How long has he been doing this? He got caught this year, 2024. Did he been here long before? Girl, Tupac dead, Biggie dead, everybody dead. Lil' Kim ain't even doing it. Like, he been around for so long. He was getting away with it. And I think getting away with it that long made him feel like he was God. Like he was untouchable. Like he would never get caught. Like he's done so much in the dark. There are so many different celebrities and just people who have had interactions with him talking about horror stories. Mm-hmm. Like they can go on for years and years and years of the horror stories that he has done in the industry. Like I truly believe he felt untouchable. I don't think that I'm pretty sure he's done other things that he has gotten away with that hasn't come to surface yet. So him threatening her is not a big deal to him because he know that he would be capable to do it and get away with it. Like, I believe so.
I'm one of the few people that feels like I feel like statute of limitations should not ever expire. I feel like if I have proof that and it obviously it needs to be a very lengthy investigation. Yeah. If somebody has been sexually assaulted and there's a rape kit done and we have this DNA on file and it's so much red tape when it comes to stuff like that. I feel like if this lady is coming out and saying, like, suppose they pull up footage from 1997. Mm-hmm. Suppose they have audio from 1997. Mm-hmm. I feel like he should be tried for crimes that are, yes, I understand that it's almost 30 years old. However, like, this man did this, and I feel like he should be treated as a criminal because that's who he has been for decades now. Just because you're free don't mean you're not guilty.
Yeah, and just because you're free don't mean you're really free. I just wonder what type of nightmares he have. He not really free for real. That man is probably scared to death. Like, with everything.
Is he though?
Yes, is he though? He realized he can't hide no more. He was on
a boat last week.
Girl, I'll be on a boat too if I know I'm about to do life in jail. I know I'll never see water again. I will never see water. I will never see water again. You daggone right, I'm getting on a boat. I'm going to eat my last meal. I'm going to eat everything I know I'm never going to have again. You right. Girl.
I don't know. I just feel like he should be, I don't know. You know, when we got on Chris Brown's case, he went on an apology tour. There are so many people that go out their way to say they sorry. And it wasn't sincere when Diddy did it. And now it just seemed like the floodgates have been opened and we're never going to hear the end of these stories. Like, how many more?
How many more? I feel like this is kind of like what happened to Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. Mm-hmm. Like, it never stopped. It just, like, kept going and going and going. And to be real with you, like, Chris Brown went on an apology tour, but it's still people to this day who do not forgive him for what he did. Like, I love Chris Brown. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I love him.
Right. We're just going to have a whole lot of surviving is going to become a franchise.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a surviving Diddy. There's going to be a surviving R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. And Trey Songz. And whoever else.
Songs.
Because these people
fly under the radar. Because that one, I'm glad you brought that up, friend.
No, the reason why he's able to fly under the radar is because he ain't doing no music.
Mm-hmm.
What's the last hit Trey Songz had? Quickly, don't use your phone.
I don't know what you're doing.
Exactly. If it was a bomb in the room, it would have blew you up.
It would have blew me right. I don't know.
But and not even no features really. We haven't heard him do anything recently that was mainstream. Mm-hmm. All we know is Keke Palmer said how she felt on Wendy Williams, and we didn't hear nothing else. They tore her up, but we didn't hear nothing else from him. So I think that was his most logical response. Is like, I'm gonna just wait till it die down. It ain't dead.
No, because every time his name, I'm so glad you brought him up, because every time his name is brought up, that's all I remember. So no, I'm waiting for him to come out with something so I can remember again, because I can't let that go. A lot of women have said that man is dangerous.
He was just talking about a video shoot. He was like, it was like Mexico or something, or maybe France. I don't know. He's somewhere overseas. He was filming a movie. And he said, I shot this movie, but I was disappointed with the lack of black women in it. I said, you went where it wasn't no niggas.
Did you fly him there? Did you bring someone?
If you didn't pay black women to come and be in this video in a place where we are not, we're not indigenous to these places. You had to bring them in. And so I'm just like, what we really talking about, Trey? Like,
stop using us. I'm so tired of being the bed. I don't want to be the bed no more. I want somebody else to be the bed. I'm tired of that. I don't subscribe to that no more. I'm done.
They're constantly looking for a way to use us for something, because I told you, black women are low-hanging fruit, okay? We're the easiest to mock. We're the easiest to make profit off of, because most of culture comes from mimicking. You see gay white men put wigs on and mimic black women all the time.
With the nails.
You see them, whether they're paying homage or mocking us literally, or I'm pretending to be my mama when she's had a long day at work. Or, they jest about it all the time, but like it's really offensive to me to be like the culture scapegoat, the culture money bag, like all these other non-black women pay thousands of dollars a year to possess features that we have naturally. So I'm just like, pay. If y'all gonna do that, pay me what I'm worth.
Yes.
Stop paying other creators and influencers who look like me by proxy because of surgery.
And stealing content, but we don't have to go there.
Stealing content. We don't have to
go there. Stealing content.
No, we can go there. We can
stealing content.
That's what they be doing. And then y'all pay to work with them when they're not even the originator of the dance, the song, the trend, the whatever.
Nothing.
And so we see this all the time. Just black women are used to build up something. A person, a business, a movement. The hashtag say her name. That was quickly co-opted. Yeah. And people started using it for George Floyd. No disrespect to his family and the movement, but that was about Sandra Bland and so many other black women who die in police custody. So it's frustrating to me that every time we have a little bit of something, here go everybody else. Because let's be very honest, black women, we are the magic.
Yes.
And now being black is risky, okay? Being a black woman specifically is tiring, it is draining, but it's lit over here.
It's so lit.
I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it.
And it comes with so many vibes. Like, we just come with so many vibes.
Girl.
Because a lot of times, a lot of us, we are chameleons. We can be presented in multiple spaces. Like we can adapt quickly to a lot of different things. And I just love black women. I just want to celebrate us for a hot second, because I love to see you guys going after what you want. I love to see how we still stand up for ourselves. I love to see black women come together and work together, like me and my girl Jerrilyn, how we're able to be both on this platform and do amazing things. I just like to see us work together and like strive for excellence. I'm watching us surpass a lot of people. Black women specifically are surpassing the statistics alone. Like we are killing it. I'm just proud of y'all. I hope y'all know that. Like, yeah.
Absolutely. One black woman to another, like
yes,
it's it's tough what we do, but we doing it, and as we always tend to do, we make it look so easy. We just make it look so easy. So that's probably why a lot of people want to dibble and dabble. Dwayne Wade is, don't y'all edit that to make it sound crazy. Dwayne Wade is considering releasing a nail polish line. Okay, so in a recent interview, Hall of Famer Dwayne Wade said he's contemplating launching the nail polish line. That's his latest venture. He basically said that he found inspiration in seeing Michael Jordan sporting clear nail polish, and
Michael Jordan catching strays.
But it was
like, why you?
But it was clear. But it was clear though.
It was clear.
And I personally, people are saying that it's emasculating to have men wear nail polish. Baby, it's nail polish, okay?
Yeah, it's not that deep to me.
I don't think it's that serious of a deal. And if this man wants to create a line, it's a black business at the end of the day. It ain't like only men finna be buying it.
Right. Yeah.
Women who love Gabrielle Union are about to patronize this man's business. So
1,000%. And I also feel like I can't tell this man how to pay homage. My goodness, who do I think I am? But it would have been nice. It would have been nice if he would have talked about his trans daughter, like, and how she has him thinking in different ways. And now he's not so boxed in. He's able to just express himself very freely, you know, because I know having a trans daughter can be difficult to try to manage. And it seems like with him being in that situation, being her dad, that like maybe he feels more like comfortable with exploring things that may be controversial when it comes to what men can and cannot do, you know? So that would have been cool.
Well, I think he briefly credited her, but I would love to see, that be the headline, because people.
Sorry. It's okay. He did credit her. Nope. I just got word that he did credit her.
Is it?
Okay. You better talk to me in a part. Talk to me nice.
The breaking news.
You better talk to me. Breaking news.
Right.
He did credit her.
He did. But I would love for that. And that's, that's the frustrating part about social media and journalism and reporting, because that's not what the headline reads, So him being allowed to express himself more freely, I think that's a beautiful thing for any and everybody. Now, am I going to date a man who wears nail polish? Absolutely not. And let me tell you why. It's not for the reason that you think.
Yeah.
I'm a lady. I'm a woman, okay? Hair, nails, lashes, clothes, whatever types of enhancements, crop tops, booty shorts, all of that. I'm not sharing any of it with my man.
Jerrilyn said, you don't get none of this.
You don't come in here saying, do you have the Ruby Woo? Do you have I can't find my charcoal duster.
Yeah.
Can you? No, we're not doing that. I don't want it to be. I feel like other people should be able to explore and dress however they want to. For me, in a relationship, I want it to be very clear that I am a woman and this is my man. Regardless of what other people are doing. You can do whatever you want to. This is just for me. I'm not picketing to have people's rights taken away. I'm not voting against things that, do whatever you want to do. It's just my personal preference. The same way dudes get on the internet and say, well, I don't want to date big women. I don't want to date black women. I don't want to date light-skinned women. Okay, well, I don't want to date no dude who got fingernail polish on.
Respect. You can't do nothing but respect that. I don't know if I care that much. I'm not into the rainbow colored nails. You know what I mean? Like you just coming in with pinks and blues and oranges and stuff. I have seen where some guys have on black nail polish. But it's like, I don't know, it's like a smiley face, or like I've seen it where it's just like a line, or like, I don't know, it's like some type of abstract, but it's still, their nails are clear, but it's like something that's minimal. Like it's not that deep. I don't know. I think it kind of go with the style. Like if you have the style to pull it off and it's aesthetically working for you, I'm cool with that. I don't know how that translates in a suit. You know what I'm saying? As long as I got my suit and tie and you coming in with the nail polish on, I don't know how that's going to look. But if it's aesthetically working for how you know what I'm saying, dress on an everyday basis, I might can get jiggy with it. I don't know.
I think it's such a stigma surrounding dark nail colors, specifically. We talk about the goth kids, the emo kids and stuff like that. Turn my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Shout out to my niece.
Right.
She's definitely an emo on, girl.
And I love the expression, but I just feel like as Black people, respectability politics, okay? Mm-hmm. We can't do what everybody else is doing. We're not going to have the freedom to do it, unfortunately, not the everyday person, okay? The only problem that I see with things like this is that this man is a multimillionaire, if not a billionaire. Mm-hmm. He got plenty of money to do whatever he wants. He can say F y'all opinions. He can say F this job. He can say F this and F that. The average person getting $40,000 a year, barely making ends meet, doesn't have that power. Mm-hmm. So while it's great to say, yes, live in your truth, express yourself, be free, Target ain't finna let you come up in there dressed on any kind of, like it depends on what you do, where you work. Mm-hmm. Are you in a customer facing role? Like, all I'm saying is, let's think about it a little bit. Hanging out with your friends on a weekend, great. But just know that people see you a certain type of way, unfortunately. And that's something that we never gonna get away from until we get these old straight white men out of Congress and just the government in general. Yeah. This is the life that we have to live. So because there's no logical reason for people making the laws to be 80 years old. Those people still refer to Black people as coloreds or Blacks.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Jesus. Lord.
And we've seen it. So
okay, so I got a question. Can somebody who wears nail polish, a masculine man, a heterosexual man who wears nail polish, does he have room to be homophobic?
I don't think he has room. Nobody has room to be homophobic. Let's be clear. Right. Absolutely, but I think the problem with that question is automatically assuming that the nail polish would make someone homosexual and then them feeling a way about homosexuals. Mm-hmm. So I think that's multi-layered, even in that question, because to say, can he be homophobic? Well, who can? Some people that don't wear nail polish can be homophobic.
Right, exactly. I guess so. My thing, because we know when we was talking about stereotypes, right? Mm-hmm. We're talking about stereotypes. We're talking about him paying homage to his trans daughter. We know what comes with. We're not gonna make it seem like wearing nail polish, people are not gonna start second guessing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that would be kind of naive to say that. So I guess I'm thinking, like, do you have space? I'm trying to figure out, like, maybe I didn't word it correctly, but I'm just trying to figure out, does that person have space to even have that type of mindset? You get what I'm saying? Like, can you think like that when you want to wear nail polish? Like, if somebody approaches you and maybe they think you might be gay, or maybe men may find that as a way to feel comfortable with approaching you, can you be offended? Are you throwing mixed signals? And it's not intentionally.
This is a good question, honestly, because I think men don't know how creepy they are until another man gives them the same energy. Mm-hmm. Because imagine, as a grown man, whether your nails are painted or not, somebody walks up and says, "Smile, beautiful. You too pretty to be sad." Right. Because now you want to fight.
Yeah. Now you
want to fight. So I think the problem is, it's. I know that I'm overthinking it, but this is like it's multi-layered. Number one, stop thinking anybody is anything based on how they wear their, anything, nail polish or whatever. Just be open to this person being who they are. But also, number two, child. Here's the lesson: if you feel triggered by a man hitting on you because you wear nail polish, please consider how you're coming out to a lot of women. Yeah. Yes. We don't like it either. And there's a very thin line between flirtation and sexual harassment. Yes. And the line is whether or not I find you attractive. If I don't want these advances, please poof, be gone. Leave immediately. Now, if I'm giving you a reason to think, then maybe let's tussle a little bit. Yeah.
But have you ever been in a situation where you found someone attractive and then they just like came on way too strong and it made them unattractive? That is the worst for me.
Almost immediately. Yeah.
Oh my God. I hate when that happens. Why are you being so thirsty? It's too much.
Sometimes there's a little bit of something else going on too, but I think I want to be pursued, but I don't want to be annoyed. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be balance. And so a woman on social media was talking about this. She had an engagement that she had to, opt out of. She said that something just wasn't right. And so she said he was a good man. He made good money and treated her right, but there was just a disconnect somewhere. And I think this is one of those things. Like we say we want something and we get it, but we like, ooh, not like that. And it's so hard to make these kinds of calls to say, I want this, but not like this. I would be willing to have a conversation and be like, hey, this is a bit much for me. Can we slow it down? Or, hey, I would prefer to be pursued this way. And, see what happens after that. Because once you give somebody the information, then they can process it and move differently. But, I mean, also, like, I don't know, friend, because I'm in the dating stage right now where if it don't look right, I'm saying no regardless. And I don't care what the potential could be. There was a guy asked me out this past weekend. He said, I didn't know anything about him, but he asked for my number. He said he wanted to take me to breakfast on Sunday.
Okay.
Now, I said, great, let me know where. He said, I need to figure out how I'm going to drop my son off because I need to take him to his mom, but she's not answering the phone. So I heard two things there. Number one, you got a kid. X out, I don't want to deal with it. Number two, the co-parenting is shaky because why y'all was just communicating and she knows that it's her time to get the son. And she not answering the phone. This is already a conversation that I don't need to be privy to. I said, you don't have to waste your time. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it, but I don't want to waste your time. I'm not really interested in dating anybody with children. So I think that the sooner you figure out you don't want something, the better. Just go ahead and cut it off. It's difficult to do sometimes, but if something just ain't right, then it just ain't right. Like, what do I mean?
I've been in that situation. My mother still asks about this guy to this day. Please let
I hate when they do that.
It's been years. It's been years and years and years. He got a child now. Good for him.
Right.
Great news. Has a girlfriend, fiance, a child and everything. And he was a great guy. Worked with him at one point in time. But I told him that I didn't talk to people that I worked with. Because to me, like, I don't want to, it's just weird to talk to people that you work with. It's so messy. Like, I got to see you. And if I'm beefing with you, I still got to interact with you. It's annoying. So he ended up leaving the job. I'm not saying he left to talk to me, but the minute, and I do mean the minute he left the job, he started like, reaching like, can we take it seriously, and what I will say is I told him that even though that was true that I didn't talk to people at my job, I did that more so to save his feelings. Because
you weren't gonna date him no way.
I was never gonna date him anyway. Friend, it just wasn't.
Why you laughing at this man?
Because that was an easy lie. I'm supposed to stick with that when you're supposed to be working here. I just supposed to stick with that. You wasn't supposed to leave and then start pursuing me. Like that's not what I thought was gonna happen, girl. Blinded me. I was caught dead.
I hate
dead headlights.
Girl, I hate that we always have to be concerned about sparing their feelings. And then they get to move however they want to move. And they be like, oh, your feelings are hurt. You need to get over it. No,
girl.
I'm about to burn the house down. So
needless to say, I went forward with it and continued to talk to him because, what was I going to do?
And you learned, at that point. And you learned your lesson. I bet you.
And I did. I only talked to him for like 2 months because I just realized like he's a great guy, but this is really just not the person for me. Like, he just is not the person for me. I just couldn't get past some things. And it's like, he wasn't a bad guy at all. Amazing guy. It just wasn't the person for me. That's why I said I'm so happy that he got a girl now and a baby and like everything working out because I just don't know. He told me he had to go to therapy and we only talked for 2 months. I think he just had his mom was going to be his wife. It was just like too much pressure. He was laying it on thick. It was just a lot. Like, it was just a lot. It was just too much.
Laying it on too thick too soon. There was this guy who approached me about business and then it quickly turned into, I want to date you and I want to send you money and stuff. And I was like, okay, you doing way too much because
send the money though.
It's love bombing. It's love bombing at this point. And he's like, well, I need to meet up with you to give you cash. No, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Zelle, Cash App.
Cash App.
There's so many. You don't need to see me to give me money. But I think that this all ties into us talking about how people try to get our attention and why they're trying to get our attention. If you flashy this, flashy that, and you doing the most, it's going to make me as a Taurus back all the way up because I don't want commitment and closeness immediately. You're doing too much. Let me take my time and get to know you so we can really, truly understand what the other person needs. Because if we just give it a month or so, I'm sure you're going to mess it up.
Yeah, like something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's happening. That's just but I agree with what you said. Had I just been honest from the jump, for real, I wouldn't even have had to kind of go through that whole process. So I wish I would have took a page out of your book where I was just kind of honest and just like, maybe not. I really don't want to. I just didn't know how to tell him that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got scared, girl. I just got scared. I was like, okay.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything to apologize for and feel bad about, because when we've dealt with enough men to know that when they feel rejected, it can become dangerous for us, whether that be physically, mentally, or emotionally. Like we placate men's feelings all the time, whether it's in the bedroom, in the boardroom, and you know what I'm saying? Like it really doesn't matter. We're trained and we're kind of programmed to do that because it's a safety response. You know what I'm saying? Like we're trying to protect ourselves, and you don't know this man could be, he already doing too much too fast. Yeah. Suppose he pop up at your house when you're not there.
Girl, no.
And he tell the neighbors, "Oh, I'm her boyfriend. I forgot. I was trying to set all this stuff up in her living room, but I can't." You don't. People are crazy. Okay.
Yeah, you
just don't know.
Yeah,
you just don't know. So you don't need to feel bad about that at all, girl. I'm just saying. I'm saying that you have to read the situation. Something in you told you to lie to that man, and you did exactly what you needed to do. Like that.
Yeah, and he's a good guy, but it just was like, I don't know. The way he took the whole, like, me not talking to him no more was kind of crazy, too. He was, like, he switched on me a little bit where first he was, like, really, really nice, understanding, cool. And then, like, when that happened, he turned into somebody that I did not know. And he was, like, real different. And I was like, oh, wow, this is a whole different person right here. Like, oh, you different now. Yeah, so I get what you're saying. Definitely scary.
Girl, you just have to just use your best judgment these days. And I'm sure we have somebody on the line today for our Sister to Sister segment that's going to give us some juicy tea. I don't know what it is. Again, the producers think that it's a running joke at this point.
They never want us to know, child.
To make us be flustered on air. And, while we trying to figure out what is going on. So if you guys are tuned in with us, we have a segment called Sister to Sister. You can go to speakpipe.com/she-said-it-first to leave us comments, let us know how you feel about the podcast, get some advice. And we have a clip now. I'm trying to stall to get it up on the screen because where is it?
Like trying to think of more stuff to say.
I was like, should I tell them about the time when I went to Germany?
And another thing.
But yes, I'm sure we got something interesting on the line today. So let's see who we got checking in.
Hey, so I have a friend that I've been friends with for the past 15 years, and at this point, I'm not trying to be friends no more. We kind of both feel that we should not be just friends, but the problem is we live in 2 far states away. And we both have children. What should we do?
I am so confused. Can you help me understand what was said?
They friends and they don't need to be friends no more, but they live far apart and they got kids. Baby, if you don't block him and go on about your business, because what are we really talking about? I want to say something so bad because I'm going to take that. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. Because he plays too much. Why would you do this to us?
Yeah. I'm so confused. The best thing is that y'all live so far away. That's the easiest way to get rid of somebody.
These are all pros.
Yeah, you gave me all pros on why this will work as y'all not being friends. I'm so confused. You like, what? They have friends? Like,
and then he mentioned that they both have kids. So maybe the kids are friends, but I'm just like, if y'all don't
still be friends? Like,
if y'all not close though, it don't matter. Like, they going to school and meeting new people. Kids are flimsy. My niece thought my nephew thought that he was Spider-Man for a long time. So as soon as he grow out of that, he'll think he's something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't got to be around them folk like that.
I don't understand. I don't understand how this can't work. This doesn't seem difficult at all. I don't think you're giving this enough thought. Like, I think all the cards are in alignment to like make the decision to no longer be friends. Like, and the kids can still be friends. Like, if they're older kids, like they have phones, they can talk on the phone. Because clearly that's what they're doing. It's not like they going to hang out. Y'all don't live nowhere around each other. So like, they can still talk on the phone to each other. That don't got to include you. Like, I don't see.
God's got a blessing with your name on it. You said it needed to end. He said, hold my beer. I'll make a way. Hallelujah.
Okay, come on. Take him to church, friend.
Waymaker. Come on.
Miracle worker.
Miracle worker. That's what they say about him.
Keeper.
That's what they say about him. This is a no-brainer, sir. You ain't got to stress yourself out about this. Them folks is gone. Get them up out of here.
Stress-free, to be honest with you.
This is the easiest breakup I've ever witnessed.
Not only that, you don't have to convince nobody that it's over. You guys have unanimously decided together as a unit that this needs to no longer be a friendship. I mean, what else do you want from me? Like, I don't know.
Girl, they just wanted to hear our voices talk to them.
It. Okay.
Because that one right there was easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Come on. Yeah.
Just go ahead and wrap that up. I don't, but to his point, sometimes it is hard to tell people that, hey, we just going apart as friends. And I think one of the best, if it's, because to me, it don't seem like it's a problem. But if you just got to talk about it and make it a dramatic thing, sit down and have a conversation and say, listen, I appreciate what this was while it was what it was.
Yeah.
But I think we just in two different spaces now. And so it'd be best if we just, if I see you somewhere, I hope you're doing well.
Ways.
I'll speak to you, but we don't need to keep in contact. And there's nothing wrong with it.
And that's fine. I think that this is going to be the easiest conversation you ever had with somebody. Absolutely. Because they believe that to be factual as well. So there's not a lot of convincing or anything that has to happen. It's very like, okay, I agree. The most they would have to say is, I agree with you as well. And then
I too don't want to be your friend anymore. Like,
I'm so confused.
What is the problem?
Oh no, I don't know. I think he was trying to make it seem like the kids was the problem, but if they already live far away, that's really not a problem. That's really just not.
I mean, to me, I think that was the best little red ribbon we could have tied around this episode, because it seemed to me like you ain't got too many problems, young man. Honey, my bills paid.
Great on your end.
Yeah, bills paid. Everybody eating. We good. We ain't got no fake friends around. Cut them out. We're doing good.
Yeah.
So if
exceptional.
Anybody else want to chime in?
Can
we go to the line? Is there anybody live calling in that want to give this man some insight? Because
anybody else need advice? Because I don't know.
Seemed pretty straightforward.
Sure did to me. Sure did.
Well, I do hate that we have to come to the end of this episode, but make sure you guys check in with us on speakpipe.com/she said it first. Leave us a comment, check in, tell us, hey, ask us for advice. And Lynee,
I know.
It
just breaks my heart every time. It breaks my heart every time. Every time. All right, y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay, I hate to break the news to y'all because, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we about to head out, okay? But before we do, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification so you know every time we go live. Ain't that right? Okay.
I'm going to take you to a battle this weekend. What you doing Saturday?
Girl, hitting the high 16. Put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game. Hey. Okay. All right.
They're probably going to fire us after that. We for sure just lost our jobs. All right, well,
y'all.
We gonna see y'all next week. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We appreciate the love and support.
Yes.
Bye.